So boom, I come up in Washington. I'm young as a still got a Rikers Island mentality. You understand, the only other jails I was in so far was Oneida for that short period of time and Comstock. You feel what I'm saying? And downstate. But as far as a real facility, the only real facility I was in was Oneida. Comstock, I was just there for reception, and that's a max jail, so it runs nothing like a medium. I was still very naive to how mediums run. They sent me to an ASAT dorm. ASAT is a drug program dorm. Now at this time, these clowns, anybody who admitted to marijuana use, they made it mandatory that you take ASAT. I shouldn't have to do a mandatory drug program just because I said I smoked weed before. That's a little bit much. And a lot of dudes got hit at their board and lost CR time because they didn't complete ASAT, and that's wrong. They ain't had nothing on their record but smoking a little weed. Now at this time, I don't know what the ASAT is. You understand what I'm saying? Never heard of it, don't know what it is. They just sending me to an ASAT dorm because it's in my paperwork and that I need it for the board, and this is how the state functions. So they sent me to an ASAT dorm, D1, D2, one of them shits, you feel what I'm saying? In Washington, right? So I come up in the dorm. Now I mean, first of all, I think I'm tough, you feel me? Just came from the stock in the yard, you heard? In the max yard, in the slaughterhouse. So I was feeling myself still. So I come in Washington, you feel me? I ain't starting shit, but I'm thinking I'm tough. You feel me? So they put me in the ASAT dorm. I don't know nothing, like I said, I don't know nothing about fucking ASAT or how it runs, right? So in ASAT, and let's get to, before we start this story, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a serious story to me, because a lot of rumors were spread about me because of what happened in this jail. And I'm very happy that I get a chance to clarify all of this shit now for thousands of motherfuckers and the few niggas who may think they know what the fuck took place in Washington when I was there. You feel me? First, let's get this understood, and let's all agree to this. Anybody who was ever in an ASAT dorm, let's keep this 100. The niggas who be the expediters, corner cube niggas who help run the programs, let's keep it 100, my nigga. They work with the police. Now, I'm not saying every one of them niggas is a rat. I'm just saying a lot of them niggas is rats. And they work with the fucking police. And they tell the police shit that's going on in the dorm because this is what they do in drug program dorms. You understand what I'm saying? Can we all agree and keep it official on that? That the expediters that be in ASAT, 85% of them niggas are fucking rats? Or niggas who just, you know what I mean, work with the police to get certain shit done. Not necessarily complete rats. You feel me? But let's keep this official. Instead of niggas coming to me and saying, yo, I'm in the dorm for a few days, minding my business. If I'm not mistaken, I already was fucking with my nigga Deshaun that was in downstate. He was in Washington now. So boom, like, in ASAT, everybody got to do like some type of chore shit where a nigga got to sweep or mop or some crazy shit. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got to keep their cube mad clean, shit like that. So like I said, I don't know shit about nothing. You feel me? So a nigga comes up to me one day and a nigga says, yo, you got to mop this shit tonight. You feel me? That's all he says. He didn't explain the shit like, yo, boom, this ASAT, my nigga, this how this shit go. He just came up to me, yo, you got to mop this shit tonight. So I'm like, what? Nigga, I ain't mopping shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, real talk, because I felt the nigga was trying to, like, play me. I didn't know that everybody in the ASAP dorm must contribute to keeping the dorm clean and all of that. I didn't know none of this shit. So a nigga, like I said, I told the nigga, I ain't cleaning shit. You feel me? And then somebody put me on. Nigga was like, nah, everybody gotta clean. Everybody gotta, I said, oh, okay. I thought niggas was trying to play me, you feel me? But niggas already don't like me because initially I was like, nigga, I ain't cleaning shit. You feel what I'm saying? So niggas already don't like me. I'm a young ass nigga. I think I'm tough. I don't know nobody in my dorm. Like I said, somebody put me on. Yo, I said, all right, so I'm gonna do it. But when it was time for me to do it, I totally forgot and I went to the gym. It wasn't that I was saying fuck these niggas, it's that I forgot that it was my night to do the shit. So when I came back, niggas felt a certain kind of way. Niggas like, oh, this nigga right here, he violating, he trying to act like he ain't doing shit. Niggas gotta clean up his shit and shit like that. So I'm like, Like I said, I knows nothing about this at this time. So, in all fairness, it's a nigga from Brownsville, whose name I ain't gonna mention, who came to me and was like, yo, son, listen, I don't know you like that, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm letting you know, because you from the Ville, and I know your family and shit like that. He said, son, niggas is in here talking about they gonna get at you, and they gonna try to run you out the dorm. You feel me? Cause you ain't do your shit, your ASAP shit. So son came to me and told me still being a nigga thinking I'm tough, I'm like this, fuck them niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas. Them niggas could do whatever the fuck they want to do. I'm thinking it's Rikers Island. But son did come to me and try to tell me, yo, son, niggas is acting like they gonna run you out the dorm. You feel me? He gave me fair warning. And I told that nigga I don't give a fuck. You feel me? So, boom. Later on that day, now there's a few niggas in the dorm I just do not like. I don't like these niggas, and they don't like me. And I'm young. These niggas is 25, 23, 22. I'm a teenager still. You feel what I'm saying? And niggas' whole vibes be on some snake shit and shit like that. Police don't like me in the dorm, none of that. Nigga, I'm a young, arrogant little nigga. I think I don't gotta follow no rules, but niggas ain't even really explain the rules to me. You feel me? And niggas knew that. Niggas was hoping that niggas could, like I said, niggas could have explained to yo, son, this is what it is. The same niggas who came to me telling me, but instead niggas want to come more, yo, you gotta do this. Nigga, don't talk to me like that, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Save that grease for a piece of chicken, my nigga. You feel me? Save all that grease and that spice for your favorite piece of chicken, my nigga. Leave that shit away from me, you feel me? So this is why I told niggas I ain't doing shit. The fuck out of here, you feel me? So boom. So I'm going to take a shit, right? I got my roll of toilet paper. Now in Washington, it wasn't no doors over the bathroom stalls. You feel what I'm saying? It was straight motherfucking, it was just sheets. It was just sheets covering each stall. Like, you feel me? To give niggas some privacy. But it wasn't no doors over the stalls. So, as I'm sitting down to take a shit, the air from me sitting down blew the sheet open. And as it blew the sheet open, I seen a nigga passing another nigga an ice pick. Plain as day, I saw it, right? So I'm like, damn, these niggas about to try to stab me up on the toilet. You feel me? I'm done. So I had to think quick. I said, all right, I fronted like I was taking a piss instead of a shit. And I took a piss and I came back out the bathroom. Now, when I come back out the bathroom, the nigga who I seen get the ice pick past him, I didn't see who passed him the ice pick, but I had an idea. But the nigga who I seen get the ice pick, I didn't see that nigga. I proceed to go back into the dorm where the beds is at. Now, this is how I knew shit was a setup. Anybody that was ever in a medium up north, they'll tell you this. When the police go from one side of the dorm to the other side of the dorm, they don't supposed to ever lock that door or close that door in the middle. Never. Never do they. If they go over there to speak to the other police about the count or whatever, they keep that shit open and they leave it open for a few minutes and they come back. You feel me? I comes out the bathroom, that door is closed and the police is on the police from my dorm is on the other side with the door closed. That's how I knew it was a setup immediately. You feel what I'm saying? So boom. Then the lights in the dorm don't go out till like 10 o'clock. This like 8 o'clock. All the lights in the dorm is out. That's the second thing I seen. I knew it was a setup. I had been there for a few days, a week or a couple of weeks or whatever. I had been there and I know the motherfucking dorm, the police ain't never go over there and close the door and lock the door. And I know that the lights don't go out this early. So boom, I come in the dorm. Like I said, these niggas about to bang me up on the toilet. I peeped the whole move and came out. You feel what I'm saying? I come in the dorm is pitch dark. I don't see nobody. Like I see silhouettes of niggas, but everybody like low in the queue because they know what's going down. So the nigga who I seen pass the ice pick to, I'm not gonna mention the nigga name because he's a legendary nigga from Queens. And he doing life in jail right now. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? For a crazy crime that made all type of papers and motherfucking news for weeks and weeks. He doing life. You feel what I'm saying? And he's a goon, you heard? This nigga's a barbarian. This nigga was mad brolic way bigger than me, had me by about 4 or 5 years. Not that that really matters, but I'm just letting y'all know the statistics here. You feel me? This nigga's a barbarian, legend ass nigga from Queens that got life in the penitentiary now. He been putting in work, you feel me? And that nigga was about to put in work on me in that motherfucking bathroom stall. You feel me? Like I said, I come in the dorm, shit pitch dark. I'm trying to get to my cube. You feel what I'm saying? Get a lock in the sock, something. This nigga, I'ma keep it 100. This nigga spared my life, my nigga, cause ain't no police in the dorm, it's pitch dark. Son had an ice pick. He could have stabbed me the fuck up right then and there. I don't know what gave the nigga a change of heart. At the last minute, he may have said to himself, this nigga's a kid. You feel what I'm saying? He was only 4 or 5 years older himself, but I don't know what gave the nigga a change of heart. But the bottom line is, he could have stabbed me in my fucking neck from behind because he creeped up on me from behind. And instead of stabbing me, the nigga hits me with the back of the ice pick. Like the handle of the ice pick that be wrapped up in sheets and shit like that, ripped up sheets. The nigga hits me in the back of the ice with the back of the ice pick in the back of my head. Boom! Real talk, I just dropped. Bang! I hit the floor. I wasn't knocked out, but I hit the floor. I jumped up. Anybody that, I ain't know who hit me. So anybody who was around me, I just started trying to steal off on them niggas. Bing! Bang! Bang! I'm chasing niggas through the dorm. Yo, what the fuck? What's up? Niggas is running, laughing and playing. I'm like, all right, say no more. So I'm running up on niggas' cubes, trying to steal off on niggas. Niggas is running from me. Yo, you blowing it up, nigga. You blowing it up. So check it. I'm running around the dorm, trying to chase these niggas. These niggas is running from me. The main nigga who hit me with the pick, you feel me, who was gonna stab me up, know what I mean, that nigga's all the way in the back of the dorm, you feel me, trying to stay low from me. I'm running around the dorm trying to chase niggas, right? So then the police comes in, nigga looking like fucking Elmer Fudd, nigga looking like a mad fat Elmer Fudd. Like if Elmer Fudd was 75 years old, that's how he was looking, you feel what I'm saying? So this nigga comes in the dorm, right? This nigga comes in the dorm acting like he don't know what's going on. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? So I told him straight up. I told that nigga, suck my dick, nigga. You set this shit up, bitch. I said, you set this shit up, bitch. Fuck you. You feel what I'm saying? So there was this kid from Queens also who I used to be polying with all the time. Me and son I had just met son, but me and son was starting to vibe. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna mention son name either, but I knew son had a hammer. I mean, cause son had let me know, yo, I got the hammer, you feel what I'm saying? So I went over to son cube, I'm like, yo son, let me get that hammer. Let me get that hammer. So son like, chill son, chill, you blowing it up. I'm like, nigga, fuck blowing it up. These niggas set me up, police set me up and everything. Let me get that hammer so I can really blow it up. You feel what I'm saying? So son like, nah son, nah chill. So niggas in the dorm is like, yo, you blowing it up. You blowing it up. I'm like, nigga, suck my dick. Fuck all y'all niggas. Real fucking talk, nigga. All y'all niggas working with the fucking police, nigga. You feel me? I'm fresh off the island. I'm hip to the working with the police game. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas talking about don't blow it up and y'all setting me up with the police. That's a flag on the play, nigga. Tell me don't blow it up when police don't know nothing about nothing. Don't tell me don't blow it up when y'all niggas using the police to run me out. Eat a dick, eat 12 dicks. You feel what I'm saying? So boom. Like I said, I'm telling son, let me get the ratchet, son. Let me get the ratchet. Son ain't want to give me the ratchet. Now, let me say this. At first, I felt a certain kind of way that son ain't want to give me that ratchet. But as I got older and thought about the situation, I can't be mad at son because son was new to the spot. I was new to the spot. If I would have blew it up and blew one of them niggas' heads off, that nigga would have been left in the dorm with all of that beef. You feel what I'm saying? For giving me that ratchet. And his bid would have been hard because of a nigga like me who we may not ever see again. So I'm not mad that the nigga ain't give me the ratchet because don't nobody owe you nothing, my nigga. Don't nobody owe you nothing. This is jail. But let me make completely clear. If he would have gave me that ratchet, it was one nigga in particular. Not the nigga who, the famous nigga from Queens who was gonna stab me up, but another nigga that I just did not like because he was a bitch type of nigga, always running his mouth, and I didn't like the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So if he would have gave me that ratchet, I was gonna front Like I was gonna try to go at one of them niggas, and I was just gonna come up to that nigga cube and just rag that nigga whole face in half. Zhang, zhang, zhang. Real talk, cause I hated that nigga. And I seen him when niggas popped off on me, I seen him like in the cut snickering and laughing and shit like that. Like, you feel me? So I wasn't even blowing it up that I wanted to cut his ass. I was like, let me get that ratchet, son. Let me get that ratchet. Fuck the nigga who was gonna stab me up, cause that nigga, he spared my motherfucking life. That nigga could have hit me in the neck with that shit. You feel me? Pause. But know what I mean? The other nigga who I ain't like, I was gonna fucking tear that nigga face in half, nigga. Real talk. I was gonna tear that nigga face in half, carve that nigga like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey on some G shit. So thankfully that nigga ain't give me that ratchet, because I might have caught a new one that day. You feel me? So basically, niggas cuffed me up, took me out the dorm, and me being completely honest and a man about it, hell yeah, I blew it up. But see, I was fresh from Rikers Island, my nigga. So on Rikers Island, niggas pop off wherever they pop off at, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? If it's in front of the captain, in front of the police, in front of the turtles, nigga, if it's on, it's on. Niggas just gonna pop. It ain't no trying to keep the beef quiet shit. So I was on those type of vibes. I'm running around the dorm chasing niggas, asking niggas for ratchets so I could blow niggas' heads off in front of the police. The way I was feeling, if the police would have touched me, I might have fucking cut him too. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, nigga, once the retarded button is pushed, it's pushed. So basically niggas got me out that dorm. Nigga who was gonna stab me up and all of that, they wrote both of us up, right? Niggas like, oh, you snitching, nigga, you snitching. Y'all working with the police. Y'all working with the police, but I'm snitching. So boom, they take me to another dorm, right? So now I go to another dorm. My son Deshaun from Connecticut is there. Know what I mean? Son like, yo, son, what happened, son? So I let that nigga know. I was like, yo, nigga, try to front on me, son. Word the mother, like, ASAP ass nigga. So now son is like, what? He like, son, I'm going to the yard. I'm gonna find out who these niggas is, and I'm gonna put that work in on these niggas. So now, son, I'm on QBQ. Until I go to my ticket hearing, I can't come out my cube. So son going to the yard, pressing niggas from my dorm. Yo, who tried to violate my cousin? I'm gonna blow they fucking head off. Niggas was calling each other fake cousins and all of that. So son going to the yard, coming back. Yo, son, I ran down on niggas, son. Niggas scared to death to let me know what it is. You gonna show me who these niggas is, son? I'm like, hell yeah, son. I'm gonna do this little 30 days for this bullshit fight, and then we going to the yard, nigga. Real talk, I was hyped. My mans was in there. My nigga Deshaun that I was in downstate with. My son from Connecticut, he was a goon. You heard? That nigga was a goon. He had niggas scared in Washington. So boom, like I said, I'm waiting to go to the ticket hearing. My nigga Deshaun, my nigga Day going to the yard pressing niggas, so that he got all them niggas shook over there. Like, damn, we ain't know this nigga had peoples on the compound. Like I said, Washington is a small ass jail. If you get it on with a nigga, they get you out the jail. I didn't know none of this. So I'm on my shit. I'm like, so my mans put me on. Deshaun, other niggas, they like, listen, son, up north, niggas be more quiet with the beef. If you get it on with a nigga, you try to do it on the low, hit a nigga when the police not looking. Nah, I mean, I said, all right, bet. Niggas put me on the game. So I'm like, all right, bet. So this is on my kids, nigga, on my soul. I end up going to the ticket hearing, right? I go to the ticket hearing. Me and the nigga Deshaun, we like, yo, soon as I get this fucking little bullshit 30 days and I get this shit over with, nigga, it's on, nigga. You feel me? Niggas is sending message through the jail. It's on, nigga. Niggas know it's popping. So I go to the ticket hearing, right? These niggas sit me down. They like, all right, they read the ticket or whatever, and they was like, yo, so what happened? So I was like, I don't know shit. I don't remember shit. It was dark. It was nighttime. I ain't see no faces. The lights was out in the dorm. So the nigga stopped the recorder. He said, why you bullshitting me? You know what I mean? The dude that you was fighting with, his name is already on the ticket. He said, obviously you said something when y'all first had the fight. I said, I repeat, I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. The lights was out in the dorm. I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened. On my kids, that nigga was like, all right, you don't want to cooperate with me? I got something for you. The nigga pushed the button. Son came in, the nigga from Queens. The nigga was like, he punched me in my face when I was in the bathroom and I had to defend myself. So I looked up at this nigga, I'm like, bro, I just totally denied everything that ever happened. Like, I just want my 30 days so that we could finish this at another time. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He like, yo, he punched me in my face. I was forced to defend myself, and that's what happened. So boom, Of course, they find us both guilty at the ticket hearing. So I'm like, all right, say no more. I'll go do my 30 days in my dorm where I'm at now. After that 30 days, I'm back in that yard. I get the 30 days. I'm getting escorted by the police back to the dorm. I go to my cube. He's still standing there. I'm like, what happened? Like, what else you need? Like, I got found guilty of the ticket. Like, what else? He like, nah, you going to the box. So I was like, to the box? I thought I got 30 days QB Cube. He said, nah, you got 30 days SHU, read the ticket. So I seen that shit. I was like, damn, niggas sending me to the box. Niggas like, damn, son, they sending you to the box? I'm like, yeah, it's all good, nigga. I'm gonna go to the fucking box and I'll be out in 30 days and it's on and popping. I'm telling my man this as I'm walking out the dorm. I'm like, yo, son, niggas taking me to the box for 30 days. When I come back, you already know what time it is. He like, you already know, son. We both knew to Washington. You feel what I'm saying? Little did I know, me getting found guilty of that fighting and going to the box, they getting me out that jail. And this is why that nigga admitted to fighting, so that we both could be found guilty, so that they could get me out the jail and he don't never have to see me again. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying the nigga was scared. I'm saying that the nigga was a tactical nigga. You feel me? He knew that if I go to the box for that fight, they sending me back to Comstock. I didn't know that. So when they sent me to the box, I just thought I was going to do 30 days in the box and come out. That wasn't the case, nigga. But this would be my first time in the box. And, you know, I heard so many niggas talk about the Bing on Rikers Island. I really wasn't too scared to go to the box because I thought it was similar to the Bing. But little did I know, nigga, the box and the Bing is two completely different things, nigga. And I would find out the hard way as they threw me in Washington box. Little old me, 17 years old. That niggas be getting mad when I'm sorry, folk. Yo, listen. My first year in jail was a rough one. Most of these stories is just my first year in jail, nigga. We got 5 more years to go, nigga. 5 more seasons of this shit. You heard me? So yeah, nigga, them niggas sent me to that box, nigga. And in that box, I would understand what suffering really means, my nigga. And that's a fact. Tell me this shit don't look like the yard, though. Like, if I just had a regular hat on like this with no hood, I'm some nigga standing in a prison yard. Like, this shit look like the yard, nigga. Looking like that yard minus the wall, you heard? And the fences. But yo, listen, the Gen Pop podcast is officially popping. Go on all streaming joints and put in Gen Pop podcast, St. Laz, Mark Ward, and it's gonna pop up where you can hear all of these episodes in audio, download them and shit. Download them to your phone in case you on a train, bus, or whatever, and you can't really watch video. You could just listen to these joints. And of course, we got the Super Facts Network, the Big Facts Show, where we just talking hip-hop, politics, and anything else. Y'all got to check that out. A lot of y'all dudes be asking me for the podcast. I'm going to start having a link, all of the descriptions. For those who made donations, I appreciate you, my bro, because this is work. I work all day with this, you feel me? But the official Cash App, this is the official Cash App for now on, bro. $ Gen Pop fam, nigga. Y'all the fam, you heard? So if you love the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you don't miss no episodes. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. There's a few episodes that's for over 18 and over where you can't view unless you signed into a YouTube account that y'all dudes is missing. Because I could tell because they only got 6,000, 7,000 views, shit like that, while the rest of the shit got the other parts to that particular series got 20,000, 30,000 views. So it's a couple of joints that y'all missing, that y'all got to be signed into an account to see. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to prove that you over 18 to see it. So make sure you ain't missing out on no exclusive episodes and information, or you might get lost. So boom, they escort me to the box, right? So like I said, I'm thinking that the box is similar to Rikers Island, where it's going to be a bunch of cells. We could talk all night and joke and have fun, and it don't be so bad. But that's not what the box is about. They bring me to the box building. I'm in cuffs. Now check it. You can bring some property to the box, but you got to be locked in a cell. I don't know how the rules is now, but back in those times, you could get one bag of your property when you go to the box, and then after a week or so, you could get another bag of your property or another 2 bags, or they let you see your property and pick the stuff that you want to bring into your cell that's allowed in the box, right? So when I left that other dorm, niggas was so foul, dude stole stuff out of my cube. The police probably let dude, because the police is who packed me up and brought me to a next dorm. When I got my property back, shit was light. So, know I mean, either the police let niggas have a free-for-all with my property, or niggas stole my property before they packed it up, stole what they could. You understand what I'm saying? Bum-ass niggas. But anyway, they lead me down the hallway to the box, right? So as I'm coming down the hallway, I'm just looking how this shit look. This shit look like some space shit. Like the box cells, they look like space capsules. You feel me? This shit look like some other world shit to me. Like high-tech electric doors that slide open and slide close, you feel what I'm saying, and lock you in. And that shit is like them niggas is locking you in some type of isolation chamber. That's what it basically is, but the shit just looks crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, the box is outlawed for adolescents. This is when I was a teenager. I was 17 years old. Y'all niggas don't hate on my 17. But like, yeah, man, I was 17 years old. These niggas threw me in a box. That shit is illegal now to be in a box at 17. You feel me? Because now they've proved in a court of law that the human brain is not finished developing until it's 25 years old. So when you put somebody in solitary confinement while their brain is still developing, you're gonna make their brain develop with harmful shit that will never go away. That will be lifelong lasting effects on the brain and its development. You feel me? So it is now illegal to put a teenager or a kid inside solitary confinement. That wasn't the case then back in 1993. You feel me? So here I am in the box. They bring me down the hallway. They crack one of my cells. They bring me in front of a cell. Like I said, shit looking like a space capsule. They crack the cell open. The cell come open. Right? Step in. They tell me step in. Boom. I step in. They take the cuffs on me. They close that door. They search me and shit like that. Make sure I ain't got shit or whatever the fuck they do when they put a new inmate in the box. Then they close that door again. Right? Once that door closed, my nigga, shit is like you are trapped off from the planet Earth and humanity. Right? So I get in my cell. I don't got shit. My only bag of property, I don't got nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Toothpaste. I ain't got shit in my cell but some soap, toothpaste. You feel what I'm saying? Some sheets and a blanket. So I'm in there for about 20 minutes. I'm feeling antsy. I'm like, so I start calling out to niggas. Hey, yo, cell next to me. Cell next to me. Nobody responded. So I'm like, I'm banging on the wall. I'm like, yo. Niggas like, yo, shh. So one of the niggas was like, yo, sure, chill out, man. Niggas was like, yo, if they catch you talking in here, they gonna write you up and give you another ticket. And it's a tier 3 ticket because you already in the box. Anytime you catch a ticket while already in the box, it's an automatic tier 3 ticket. You feel me? He was like, if they catch you talking, they gonna give you another 90 days, my nigga. Don't talk. So I'm like, damn, we can't talk in here? Like, that shit is inhumane, my nigga. So you telling me I gotta be in my cell for 23 hours a day and I can't communicate with another human being? That's a bit much. So now I'm stressed. I'm like, damn, my nigga can't talk? Like, I thought you could talk at least in here. So now, bro, that out, like, listen, my nigga, an hour in the box is like 4 hours. Real talk. Like, you know how fucking bored you be sitting in that box, nigga? You ain't got nothing but your thoughts. You and your thoughts, nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? So I just got in the box, my nigga. I'm stressed. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, my nigga. I cried myself to sleep that night, nigga. Once again. You feel me? I was in that box. I couldn't communicate with nobody. Niggas had my property. You understand what I'm saying? I was fucking bored to death. I can't talk. I ain't know. I mean, like, the stress and depression level was through the fucking roof. And this is why this shit is outlawed nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? My nigga, that shit had me stressed. I start crying like, damn, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, this shit right here is inhumane, nigga. Y'all got me in this small ass cell. Ain't nothing in there but a toilet, a sink that's attached to the toilet, your bed, and a window that don't see shit. I'm staring out the window hoping and praying to see a human being or any type of civilization. Nigga, you don't see shit but an empty field of grass. You feel what I'm saying? I think one time while I was in that box, I may have seen a car drive by. Like if you look, you can see the highway and you see a car drive by. You should just be sitting in that window staring at that shit all day. You might see one or two cars because it was a highway that wasn't popular or populated like that. So it'd be a couple of cars that go by there. I'd be looking for them shits all day, every day. You feel what I'm saying? My nigga, nobody talking, nobody saying nothing. The whole box filled up. You would think that shit was like, you would think I was the only motherfucker in the whole box, my nigga. Because nobody's saying shit, because nobody trying to catch another 90 days. And niggas told me they will write you up and give you another 90 days. They on that shit like that. So everybody trying to get out that shit, so nobody want to fuck up. So nobody saying nothing. Now I mean, everybody in there suffering, nigga. At nighttime, you will hear niggas crying, my nigga. Grown ass men, you hear them niggas crying and whimpering, my nigga, because that shit is inhumane to be locked off from civilization like that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm in there for a whole first 3 days without shit. You understand? Eventually, after 3 days, these niggas let me go get my property or whatever, right? So I go get my property. My property really don't got shit, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Old letters from my moms, you feel me? Letters from my family and shit like that. I just got all of them shits and read them shits over and over and over, my nigga, until I was sick of reading them shits, sick to my stomach of reading the same shit over and over. Nigga, I was so fucking bored. I was reading the back of the toothpaste label like that shit was a novel, nigga. I'm sitting there just reading that shit over and over, nigga. Hydrochloric acid compound D. I'm like, yo, all of this shit was interesting to me, nigga. I thought I was reading a fucking Stephen King novel. I'm like, this. Oh, nitroglycerin, peroxide, monoxide. I'm like, whatever, nigga. This shit is something to read. Real talk, nigga. That shit had me fucked up. So, boom. Also, I smoke. I don't got no cigarettes. Now, at this time, they let you smoke in the box, but you just gotta have cigarettes. So if you don't have cigarettes and you smoke, you get locked up without no cigarettes, you just fucked. You understand? So my lung was on the fucking gate, you heard? I was in Washington, my lung was back in Comstock on the gate. That's how bad I wanted a cigarette. And I'm gonna talk about that too. In the movie that I'm gonna do about my life, after the scene where niggas robbed me and the next morning there was a motherfucking a riot in the dorm, the next scene in the C-74 is gonna be the whole corridors filled up with like 4 different houses with all of us with Newport sweaters on. Cause back in 1992, nigga, Newport, the cigarette company, was running motherfucking promotions in C-74 Rikers Island to sell cigarettes to adolescents. This is how most of us got a smoking habit, nigga. How y'all niggas was selling cartons of cigarettes to 16-year-old kids? That's crazy. They could never get away with no shit like that today. But back in 1992, niggas remember, niggas used to send truckloads of Newport sweaters, and they used to tell niggas, whoever wear the Newport sweaters, if you could get all 50 people in the house to wear a Newport sweater, we win a movie. And niggas would give us a free movie for the night, and that's a fact. So Newport was running promotions with 16-year-old adolescents so they could sell us cigarettes. You feel me? Yo, send them niggas a bunch of free Newport sweaters and they'll buy some cartons. And we was buying them motherfucking cartons, nigga. Half of the niggas in New York City who got lung cancer probably got that shit from C-74, and that's a fact. It's a class action lawsuit waiting to happen, nigga. Half of New York got their smoking habit in C-74, my nigga. So like I said, nigga, I was dying for a cigarette. I'm in this box. I'm dying for a cigarette, so check it. So I look under my mattress, like, it's a small clip of a cigarette, like a rollie. Like, I had to say to myself, whoever was in this cell, they suffered so much, they know, they wanted to do some good shit and leave a nigga a cigarette. Because they search the cell after you leave, but if you stash it, a nigga might not see it. So he had it like stashed in the bed frame, a little small clip of a cigarette. So I found that shit, I said, oh my God. I said, look at God, nigga. I know I ain't just find me a whole clip of a rollie in this motherfucker. I ain't got no lighter though, my nigga. I'm stressed. I got this little fucking half a rollie. Son, you know that shit stale. Ooh, you know that shit'll have you twisted. You take 2 pulls of that shit. So I was thirsty. I'm dying to light this shit, but I don't got nothing to light it with. If I had matches or lighters in my property, they would let me have it, but I don't. So basically, I'm trying to find a way to light this shit, my nigga. Real talk, I ripped the sheets up. You don't supposed to do that. That's damaging state property. I ripped the sheets apart, and I tie one sheet to some shit, and I start I start rubbing the sheets together like this, like I'm trying to start a campfire, word to mother, my nigga. And that shit started smoking a little bit. I almost got it lit. My shit like this with the half a rollie, trying to put that shit to the shit. I'm doing the shit mad fast, shit start smoking. I put the rollie to the shit like this, trying to light that shit. Shit won't light, my nigga. Shit almost lighting. I'm damn near about to set the whole box cell on fire, nigga. If they would have caught me doing that shit, I'm in my fucking box cell trying to start a fire with sheets. Niggas would have wrote me up and gave me another 120 days. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm so thirsty to smoke, nigga. I'm doing that shit for like a half hour till my arms can't take no more. Shit starting to smoke a little bit. I'm like, shit ain't lighting, my nigga. I gave up. So I got the half a clip. So boom, every week a priest come around, right? So the priest came to my cell. The nigga knocked on my cell. He like, can I help you? I thought it was a mirage. I'm like, is that a human being? I jump up because the police just come and do a count every once in a while. They don't really give a fuck about if you in that shit dead or alive, my nigga. Niggas be screaming out, acting like they all type of shit is wrong with them so they could get out the box. So they be thinking everybody in the box just be running their mouth. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why that shit is dangerous. So boom. So the priest come by. I'm like, he like, is there anything I could do for you? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Contact a family member, do this, do that. I said, yo, can you give me a cigarette? I need a cigarette. He was like, and the nigga was smoking a cigarette. You hear me? This was at the time when you could smoke in jail. The nigga was smoking a cigarette, my nigga, with a pack of cigarettes in his pocket, talking about, is there anything I could do for you? Yeah, nigga, you could give me one of those motherfucking delicious cigarettes that you got. He like, yo, I can't give inmates cigarettes. He said, I could give you a light though. That's all I needed to hear, nigga. I ran and got that little half a top. Son, that nigga gave me a light on that shit. Remember, I had been in the box for like 4 or 5 days. That nigga gave me a light of that motherfucking shit. I lit that motherfucking half a stale rollie that probably been in that shit for a month. I hit that shit. Nigga, that shit gave me a head rush so crazy. It felt like I smoked 10 bags of motherfucking weed. I laid down on my bed, nigga. I was Gucci. Of course, it makes no sense letting this shit go out because who knows when I'm gonna get a light again. I just smoked that whole shit. Stale ass half a rollie, nigga. That shit was the best cigarette I ever smoked in my life, nigga. Real talk. So now I'm like, yeah, I smoked a cigarette. Fuck it. You feel me? That shit had me good for the next 5-6 hours. I was good. You feel me? Then, check this shit out. So the priest tells me, he said, yo, can I get you something to read? I said, hell yeah. The nigga had a book stand. Like he had a mobile book stand, the library that they bring in the box. So I'm like, hell yeah. So the nigga gives me a book, right? I'm like, yes, nigga, I got a fucking book. The best thing that could have ever happened to me in life, right? Bro, some Sidney Sheldon shit. I can't remember which Sidney Sheldon it was. One of them robbery shits where niggas motherfucking broke into the house and they fed the dog some shit to distract them while they broke into the house. Like one of his good ones, you feel me? You know them Sidney Sheldon books, my nigga, them shits be like little mini movies. You feel me? So, nigga, I got that Sidney Sheldon book. Son, I damn near read that whole book in one night for facts. I'm like, damn, I gotta slow it down. Like, when your mind has nothing else to absorb, you'll be surprised how fast that shit absorbs and soaks up information. I'm reading this book, my nigga. I'm damn near knocking the whole book out in one day. I had to stop, like, yo, chill, nigga. Chill. You gonna be tight when this book is done and you ain't got nothing else to read. So I used to have to pace myself, like, yo, 5 or 6 chapters a day. You feel me? And I'll be blowing through those 5 or 6 chapters so fast, like, it's just impossible to spread the book out. So by the time the next book wagon came around, I had already been finished with the book 2 days ago. You feel me? 3 days ago. So if I wanted to read the whole shit in one night, I could have easily done it. But, I mean, I had to hold my head because I was in the box. I didn't want to start reading back of toothpaste containers again, right? So niggas notice, like, yo, the book joint come around on Monday at this time. So I don't got no book now. I done ran through the Sidney Sheldon book. Now I'm dying for another book. Thirsty. You feel what I'm saying? I'm dying to ask a nigga, yo, trade me this book and all of that, but you can't risk talking, right? So I don't got no book for days. I'm thirsty for the library to come back around on Monday so I could get a new book and I won't go crazy in this motherfucker, right? So boom. The bookmobile come at a certain time. I wakes up, because when I'm in the box, Nigga, I'll be trying to sleep that whole shit off. Like, you feel me? They be waking niggas up for 6 o'clock in the morning for rec. I'm good, my nigga. I'm sleep. I'm not waking up and making this day longer. I'm trying to sleep as much of these hours away as I possibly can. So don't wake me up at 5 in the morning talking about, do I want to go to rec? Nah, nigga, I'm sleeping for another 4 or 5 hours. So now I wake up. So I'm like, yo, where the fuck is the bookmobile at? Like, when is the bookmobile coming? When the library coming around, right? So the police come through. So I'm like, yo, officer, it's Monday. Ain't the book shit supposed to come around today? He like, oh, yeah, it did come around. You missed it. It knocked on your cell. You probably was asleep. I'm like, no. Nah. Nigga, I'm stuck in the box for a whole nother week till next Monday for the next bookmobile to come around, my nigga. I'm fucking sick. You hear me? I am fucking sick. I'm like, no, man, no. Word to everything I love. Cried myself to sleep that night, nigga. There's a lot of crying being done in them motherfucking mountains. But it's like, real talk, my nigga. I was so tight that I missed the bookmobile, nigga. I had to cry. I'm like, no, I can't do a whole week in this cell with nothing to read, nigga. Are you crazy? I was looking forward to that next Sidney Sheldon or Stephen King book, something, nigga. Real talk, that shit had me stressed. I was tight, my nigga. I'm like, yo, this is the worst experience in history. I'm in that fucking box, stressing. I couldn't work out. I couldn't do none of that, nigga, because I wasn't motivated to do none of that. I was too stressed. All I did was lay in the box and write 1,000 letters a day. That's all a nigga could do. I felt sorry for my moms because I was bombing her ass with like 10 letters a fucking day in that box because the nigga don't be having nothing else to do but write. Real talk. Yo, my nigga, that shit was the worst experience ever, my nigga. Ever, nigga. I was in that fucking box, and then check this out. This is when they break you mentally, right? After about 2 weeks in the box, I started feeling like I don't want to get out the box. Now I'm like, damn, so in another 2 weeks, I got to go back to regular population and be around niggas and shit like that? Like, nigga, I'm starting to like my little privacy and shit like that. Like, this is institutionalism. This is what they do to you, nigga. It's something wrong. Now, let me break this shit down to you, my nigga. First of all, we got to understand the natural psychology of human beings, right? Listen, we come out of a womb. We are born and we are formed inside of a womb. When we are in that womb, we are protected. It is the ultimate feeling of protection in the world, being inside your mother's womb, right? So by nature, when man is born, male, female, whatever, right? By nature, they have a longing need to go back where they came from. It is just nature. You feel like going back to where you are safe and protected. This is the natural psychology of human beings. You understand? That womb was such a perfect protection for you. It is always going to feel like home. So what they do with jail and cells and the box is they design these things to function or to communicate with your brain like they are a womb. You understand? You are closed in a small cell. You are protected. When that cell, anybody who ever did time, they know when that cell closes and locks, there's a level of protection, a warm level of protection and safety that comes over your body. You be like, I'm good. Nobody's coming in here. I can't come out. I'm in here safe. It's just me. You understand what I'm saying? It's a certain level of comfort that cell has when after you've been in there for a long time. You start being comfortable with that feeling. And what they're really doing is they're playing on the natural psychology of human beings and their need or lust to be back in the womb where they feel protected. Even when you have sex, what are you really doing? You are putting 3% of yourself back into the womb. The whole act of sex, it's a ritual of returning to the womb, going back inside the womb from which you came. You understand what I'm saying? So They play on that shit, and they know the psychological effects a cell, the box. They know the type of effects it's gonna have on the mind. It makes you feel like that is a place of safety. And as a human being, this is why the recidivism rate is so high in the United States, because once you get a person used to that feeling of comfort, they will want to return, even if it's the penitentiary, subconsciously, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously. They want to return to that safety. You feel me? So after I was in the box for a couple of weeks, I started getting used to the box, and that's scary. I'm 17 years old. I started getting used to the box, and not only used to it, but comfortable with the box, and started even liking the box, my nigga, and started fearing having to be around 50 niggas in a dorm again. I'm like, nah, I want my privacy. And now I understood why niggas be in the max and they come to a medium and they do something to go back to the max, because it's too much freedom for them. When you in that max, you in a cell, you locked down, like you got a lot of solitude. When you take a dude like that and throw him in a dorm with 50 motherfuckers, half of them under the age of 25, it's too fast moving, it's too wild for them. Just like a dude who did a lot of time in the penitentiary, you throw them back in the streets, this shit moves too fast for them. You feel me? It makes them want to return to where it's a certain level of normalcy for them. And it's sad that most of the time that shit is the penitentiary for a lot of people. You feel me? So this is why people go back to jail. This is why dudes catch 3 and 4 beds, like they playing psychological games, bro. They playing mental games with us. It ain't just a physical thing. You understand what I'm saying? Those cells, that penitentiary, that box, those chains, those shackles. Why you think I got these shackles tattooed on my arms? For those who are familiar with my tattoos, why you think I got them shackles tattooed on my arms? Because I know and understand that even though I'm not in jail anymore, these dudes did shit to my mind that will last forever. There will always be a psychological chain around my mind that I will constantly have to fight against and break. You feel me? Because sometimes that shit get locked up again and you start thinking crazy again. So this is what the penitentiary does to you, and this is what was going on with me in the box. So when they finally did come pack me up and take me back to Comstock, you feel me? I was tight, like, nigga, why you ain't just let me do my 30 days in the box and put me back in that jail? Now I'm back in Comstock. Now they got me on A8 on the flats. And now I'm keep locked because I'm technically supposed to still be in the box. You feel what I'm saying? So being that they took me out the box, now I gotta finish my box time as keep lock in Comstock before I can even get reclassified. So I will be there for a while again. Now I will see some of my old friends as well as some enemies, and I'll make a new enemy. So y'all stay locked in.
Yo, I'm getting on that phone next.
Yo,
my nigga, don't disrespect me, my nigga. You see me standing here waiting for the phone, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you waiting for, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? We looking at
touch
that phone, nigga. Touch that New York tale. This a true New York tale. For real, for real. The jail to the strip. 200 gangs the list in New York. A New York story.
To all my Gym Pop fam, I appreciate y'all. The donations, the love, the support, the comments. I love it. You understand what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all dudes, and none of this shit would be possible without y'all. Like, that's just facts, you feel me? If it wasn't for y'all dudes leaving all of those comments, every time y'all leave comments, y'all make YouTube push those videos to people's homepages more and more and more. So the more comments, the merrier. If you could comment 2-3 times on each post, do that. Because we need these comments to break records. You feel what I'm saying? We need these views to break records.